Alright, hello. Welcome to Fallout New Vegas. I think this is part 12? It's either 11 or 12. I honestly can't remember. I could fucking look it up right now. I still have the files. Whatever. What did I do last? Oh yeah, we got the upgrades for the Sync. The Sync AI, the Support AI, the Auto Dock, stuff like that. We can't get all the... well, we can do this, actually. We can do the field research. But before we do that, I wanted to...
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh yeah, you're like better than my fucking armor, so I have to listen to you. I wanted to go to the think tank and talk to some of the NPCs real quick. Yeah, just to do it. Just talk
That's
to them.
all.
Why not? So let's go to Dr. Boros real quick and give him Gabe's dog bowl.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Is this your dog's bowl?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feelings squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two are hitting me with unexpected force.
Sounds to me like you, sounds like you hurt someone you who loved you very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before, until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes. Forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Alright. Why does Klein want these technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Okay, that's the same dialogue you gave me before.
Until next time, then. Provided.
Let's talk to Dr. 8. Yeah, let's do the science check. If it's Robco term link protocol, does that mean it can be hacked? Oh, I don't want to do that. If that's term link code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. It's just weird. I don't want to do that to you. I do what I want, but nah. I know what it's like to be experimented on, yeah. I'm not gonna do that to you. Tell him I got the emitter fully upgraded, see what he does. Can't let it gather dust. Are you okay? You look really happy. You should be proud, it's a nice device. Oh, hey, thanks. Don't want it to run out, you're right. Let's skip his dialogue, because it's not really important. Let's talk to Dr. Dala.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis fleshed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin?
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Oh, this is disgusting.
What? Nonsense.
Run your hands along the sides of your face and then exhale rapidly.
What? What are you doing?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch your nose.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over.
Monk ass
If
lady.
you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly.
I'm gonna skip this.
last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Gross!
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain. Until our next interaction, my...
Alright, and last but not least, Dr. O. And, well, we have
Breaking
talked to Klein,
news.
actually.
Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Yeah, so you're Dr. O, right?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct.
Or are you Dr.
I
Zero?
can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Rob Kotek on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Well, you mean my pit boy?
How dare you bring Rob Kotek in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Alright.
Fine. Ask.
What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Okay, that doesn't sound impressive. Well, breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
I can break machines myself.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Heh, nice. Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I mean, I could listen.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Oh, so your name is Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know. I kind of like O more.
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
Oh, that's
Truth be
fair.
told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please. Fine.
Can I do that dialogue option again? No, I can't.
Until our next scheduled out.
Damn it. Ah, whatever. I'll pop a Mentats. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm gonna pop a Mentats real quick and see if I can't get that dialogue back. I don't think I can. Holy fuck, I have 52.
What about it?
There you go. If you wanted to differentiate the O and zero, just put or the 0 and O, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
Yeah, 0. Just put a slash right through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero. It reduces anything multiplied against it, well, to zero.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, Zero, you got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Ah, it certainly is. Thank you.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
All right.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission.
Let's go talk to Klein, and then we're gonna go. Well, we're gonna go finish this DLC, pretty much.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yeah.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Excuse me. Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me, a bit, I'll figure it out.
Alright, let's just click these.
Yes, that's what I believe I said. I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves. I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his. Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression.
Okay.
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go deal with Mobius now, aren't we? It's really the last thing we need to do. I know this came up to the sink. I fucked up right there. Never mind.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Just go to the balcony and fast travel. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Oh, we have to do the X8 retrieval test. Isn't that the high school one? It is, right? I'll just go ahead and knock this out of the way. I hear them outside, dude. I don't want to deal with the fucking enemies in this DLC anymore, man. I just want to walk around without getting attacked for like 5 minutes. Where am I? Observation area? I'm where you would exit. But why though?
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Aha. Oh, the EM pulse upgrade's in there. Okay. No, we'll just go ahead and head over there now, won't we? We'll only have one more DLC after this, which is pretty cool. Although I kind of dislike the DLC for a few things. I like the DLC overall, but there are certain facets of the DLC that I do not like. And I'll touch upon those when we get there. I do not dislike the DLC overall, though.
Uh-oh.
I have to go to the other fucking side? Jesus Christ! Not only do I have to go to the other side, I have to avoid these enemies. Oh my god. And maybe even cyber dogs if there are any more down here. I know I killed some last time. Ooh, I can fast travel. Barely got away.
Bad guys dealt with.
Okay. Now we need the kennel key, which is over here. Oh, it's in the suitcase? There it is. I think I saw that in the last part and I just kind of ignored it. Okay. I think that rat scorpion was or that Roboscorp was alive. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Alright, and let's dump our points into repair. Just for ourselves.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Oh, hey, what's up here? Oh, nice. Sorted things of ammo. It said activate the institutional basic test? Yes.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
Ready, steady, fighting.
I do not like Night Stalkers, to be honest. I don't think I did this in my other playthrough.
I am lord of this institution, where once, long ago, I was a student here. Now, I am its omnipotent God Principal, as I soon will be lord of Big Mountain. Do-dee-doo. You hear that? It is my trumpet of victories!
Alright, we're good. The rest are upstairs. Oh yeah, we still need to get the report cards, don't we? Just replaying the basic test, no? Oh well, they're in different spots. Oops. Using the hollow points because they're easy kills. Oh yeah, I came through here, I forgot. Do-dee-do. Bonjour. Oh. Nothing here. Get out of here. Here's another terminal. Alright, we just need one more. We got a lot of ammo for it. Let's start using this thing again. Which is pretty cool. I like this gun. Well, I always liked heavy guns.
Richie Marcus. Do you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes
Balls! Alright, so it's not in here. Must be downstairs then. Yeah, I missed it. There we go. I hope we don't have to do that again. We probably do, honestly. I'd like to not do it again. I mean, just to save time, I can go do other shit. I do hate having to run through this every time I complete it. It's just because, yeah, you know,
That's all.
you have to run through this, I mean, you go through the course, which is, you know, fine. It's not really that difficult. And then you go through this. It's not like it's annoying or anything. I just would like to not have to walk through it for once. Do I have to do it again, dude? My God.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal.
Yeah, not a bullet, huh?
Fighting.
Fuck VATS, dude. Seems like they're in the same spots. Alright, fuck you.
Please step into the open and identify yourself.
No.
Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
My God, dude. The fucking mouse. Like, I'm not jerking my mouse around or anything like that. I'm making very slight fucking adjustments. Like, I'm gonna move my mouse like half a centimeter. I'm gonna put my mouse next to my keyboard. I'm gonna move it all the way to the other end of my mouse pad. I didn't even move it 2 inches. Annoying. It's just fucking annoying how fast it is. Oh wait, if I click that, does that mean it targets everything?
Scanning for hostiles. Engage. Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
I'm just more accurate while crouching.
Scanning for hostiles.
Funny enough.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Yeah, they're in the same spots. When I was younger, when I like played this DLC for like the first and second time, I always thought they were in randomized spots, and I always got lucky. I did not mean to use that. My brain was like, "Oh, hey, force field, shoot it." You know, and then I did, and I didn't shoot the force field. I shot the fucking... Well, I didn't even hit the Night Stalker, but I shot at it. Because brain was like, "Ooh, enemy."
Please place all filthy propaganda.
Oh, they're not in the same spots.
Shoot in the sink, especially those with funny pictures of me in them. You are in the library. Be quiet here and filled with
Okay, one's above me and one's in here. They're not in the same spots because one was in that second floor. Or like the cafeteria was or whatever. Or not the cafeteria, the like above the library. Just up there in that corner. Next to the terminal for the robot or the turret. And it's not there now, so.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too. Fighting over.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I really fucking hate this shotgun. There.
Cessation of hostilities.
I just hate how
complete.
fucking like random shotguns are in this game. It's not really the shotgun; it's how random they are. That's how much. That's what I hate. It's the pellet spread. It's like, oh yeah, I shot a Night Stalker. I shot 2 Night Stalkers from like a foot away. Not even a foot. Maybe a foot away, and killed them in 2 shots, and that one was like right up in my butthole, and I shot it like 4 times and it didn't die. So just kept missing pellets. Wonderful. Done with that. Thank God. Yep, against Night Stalkers. Thank fuck. That's a little late for that perk. It's not really useful. God.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Fuck you guys. I don't care.
You won't escape me! You won't escape me! You're no match for science! You're no match for science! Robo-Scorpion, attack!
Come here, damn it.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Alright, now we go to the Forbidden Zone. And that's where we're gonna deal with Mobius.
You're right.
We're also gonna, we should get the final audio thing here as well.
Time to fight.
Okay, I'm fucking stuck! Jesus fucking Christ. Can you shut the fuck up? The name of only the Mobius. Oh, I thought I was taking right away. That's my fault. I'm just gonna be taking every fucking drug I have because, why not? Where's my implant GRX? Ow. Ow. You think I give a fuck? Do you think I care? You think I care? You got another thing coming, brother. I don't care. That's just it. I don't care. That's not what I meant to do. Uh-oh. Well, I was trying to get away from it before it blew up. but I have fucking broken legs out the ass. Oh, do I have any Hydra? I should. Yep, we're good. Robo Scorpion. We should get the thingy here. Oh, maybe it's not on the Scorpion. I know you get the Robo Scorpion file here for the sonic emitter. There we go.
Fighting over.
I didn't do that the smart way, and I truly do not care. You don't need to do it the smart way. You can play it however the fuck you want. There it is. The audio sample for the Robo Scorpion. That should be that. Yep, you found a replication file for the jukebox. That should be the quest done. Yeah, now we need to get all the samples for the biological research station. Ah. Okay. Let's since we're here, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go confront Dr. Mobius. Let's take a mentat. You know, just in case. Where is Mobius? You over here? Oh, there he is. Come here, you.
Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst.
Oh.
Would you care for a mentat?
I don't know. I'm tripping pretty hard right now.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Well, okay. Well, I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you?
Excuse me.
Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Oh, I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes,
that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
You don't seem really aggressive, so why do you keep broadcasting threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Alright, I gotta go.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Okay, yeah, we'll do. I will, wherever they are.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Oh, are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Wow, you're a dick.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Oh, come on, that stuff's fun.
Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you!
Well, don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about all the good things? What about a cool breeze on the cheek, the smell of food, love, even?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
How about you join me? We have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? You want to go on some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Well, let's go make them share. It's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
I could just shoot them.
Now that you mention it, I do miss that lovely rat-a-tat-boom a bit. It's just not the same without a body to feel the recoil. What's the next step then?
They won't hold up their bargain. We'll make them. Let's go do that.
Right. Look out, Think Tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the Think Tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Clyde will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Alright, and we leveled up again. Let's go ahead and max out our repair. And let's start throwing points into survival because I don't really have much else to do. And for this, let's throw the points into... I'm not really sure. I could do light step. That would have been wonderful to have for dead money. All the fucking traps, man. All the traps. Oh yeah, implant GRX. Yeah, more uses. Oh. My scroll wheel was in free scroll. Alright. Alright, let's go do the field research quest, which is biological research samples, and then I think we might be done. I don't think there's anything else that we need. Maybe to get some things from Muggy or the toaster. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Unless we already did that. Alright, cool. We're not even being attacked. That's amazing. Alright, let's go to the Y0 research facility. And let's see if we can't find our way to these items. Can't even really see. It's just like really dark over here. So it looks like one of them is up there somehow. I don't know how we get up there, but we do. I know we can go up
Starting
here.
combat. Just kidding.
That was not funny. I was fully prepared to whip out the gat. The doggo. Whipping out the doggo. You miss... what did my friend say the other day? He said something stupid. He said you mess with the blank, you get the gat or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know how to get up there, damn it. Actually, if I had to guess, the easiest way would probably be to just head here while staying on top of items such as like this crane, or not
This
this
one
crane,
looks
whatever the
pretty tough.
fuck. Oh hey, there's one of the seed packages. Yoink.
Was that
Already,
all?
Jesus. Valiant's Raiden eye thingy. Corrosive glove. Not really worth it, to be honest. I'm not gonna pick the Xander root and the Brock flower. I do not care.
Ready, steady, fighty. Was that all?
Seed package. Alright, we got return the samples, and then we're done. With this one, I believe. And then I think that's all the quests. I'm not gonna go and get all the unique weapons and stuff. I do not care. And if I did want to come back and do that, I can do it whenever.
You got some plans for me, don't you?
And let's just go ahead and put these seeds in there. He hasn't started to grow
I'm
anything.
so good, I might seed you just by looking at you.
God, I do not like listening to him talk. Hello, Mr. Jukebox.
What's the haps?
Blind Diode Jefferson. Here you go. Found a Soundwave file.
Right on, Daddy-o.
And we got Gabriel's Bark, Roboscorpion, Tarantula. I believe that's it. Oh, no. Put the... Maybe it takes a second. There it goes. And I think that's everything. This is the last thing. Use the Sync Autodoc to retrieve your spine and your heart. Yes, doing this, you can get different...
you require some additional...
You still get, like... You get, like, different bonuses. Swap body parts. Place your heart back in your chest. You have lost the Heartless perk, and you have gained the Cardiac Arrest perk. You are less resistant to poison, so you get... You're no longer immune to poison instead. You are just half resistant. And robots are only somewhat confused by you, 25% less likely to score a critical hit. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective, which is kind of cool. Although I like the being immune to poison thing.
You require some additional...
That's better. I want that. Take my heart out. And we'll go ahead and just check the...
You require some additional...
We'll go ahead and check the spine. Place, reattach my spine. You will have lost the spineless and gain the reinforced spine. Spine is now back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold have been doubled. I like the non-crippled version of both of them, if I'm being honest. You still can't be crippled with the heart perk. Actually, no. I don't think the heart perk, Heartless perk even stops you from being crippled. Yes, you cannot be poisoned, and filters in your heart will also regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items to function at a higher level. Robots are now confused by you and are 50% less likely to score a critical hit. I like the Heartless perk, to be honest. I prefer that one. Alright, Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this. We are prepared. Hello, Klein.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Yeah. Well, no. I did find my brain, though. Now, you and we're gonna settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
No. I won't be doing that. There's, we need to discuss some things, Klein.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Oh, I really want to do this. You think I am the lobotomite? No. For my skull houses the brain of Mobius.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
It's also not a word. Nothing is impossible for science. Messins, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you, my foe, my rival, my foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd.
That is odd.
Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
I've never handled this peacefully. I've always killed them. It's good to do something different for once. Alright, time to leave. And that is, that's pretty much Old World Blues. I mean, I'm done. There's not much left to do here. I mean, there's still a whole bunch of looting that could go on. I'm not going to do it, because there's really nothing here that I want. I got the snow globe. I got some things. Like, I'm fine with this. Time to leave.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the Courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the Courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the Showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it.
Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was Old World blues, and New World hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Three angry death claws make for a lot of reconstructive surgery.
He just won't stop.
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily concluded vis-a-vis your residence in this domicile? Very good, sir.
How do I... Is it this? Oh, there it is. Now it shoots 44 Magnum instead of 357. Fado. Alright. That is Old World Blues. I'm done. Oh, coin shot. Cool. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Old Blues, done. Dusted. Now we're gonna go back to the Mojave and begin the... God damn, I hate that gun. We're gonna begin the final DLC, Lonesome Road. Every DLC has hinted at a fateful meeting with another courier and a road that I have to walk on my own. Well, it's about time we get there. All right. Well, I am done. This is part 11 or 12. I think it's part... I'm pretty sure it's part 12. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. It's free. And yeah, I'll see you in the next part when we start Lonesome Road.